Hello, my name is Dom and welcome back to DomTalksTech. So here it is. Here is the iPhone SE, iPhone SE2, iPhone SE 2020, or the second generation iPhone 8 SE. Whatever you prefer to call it, this is it in all of its glory here. So I've got another video about the iPhone SE and I'll leave a link, the first link below, the like button down below, if you want to go and check that one out before you watch this one. That video was just a first impressions of the iPhone SE when it launched, all of its major specs. But this video is going to be my unboxing and first review of the iPhone SE. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, just before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. Don't forget to click that subscribe button down below, as it really does help out the channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you turn on that bell icon next to it so you get a notification as soon as I release a brand new video. Thank you guys for watching and enjoy the video. Refresher, the iPhone SE is Apple's latest budget style iPhone, which brings an incredible processing power from the iPhone 11 into the body of an iPhone 8. This means that it comes with a starting price tag of £419 or $399 in the US, which is a fantastic price for some crazy specifications on the phone. And of course that's going to be its main selling point, the fact that it's so cheap and comes with some really good specifications with it as well. The display on this iPhone SE is a 4.7 inch HD Retina display, so it's not the biggest display in the world. Obviously it has some huge chins both at the top and at the bottom there. Nothing fancy, but perfectly reasonable for the average user on the iPhone, and is obviously perfect for people who want a smaller smartphone. So that 4.7 inch display in a world crowded by giant smartphones. We've also got a couple of aesthetic differences as well. So from the iPhone 8, we've also got the movement of the Apple logo on the back. So it was up the top here, and they've just moved it down to the middle, which is sort of similar to the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro series from last year. So that's just one slight design change that's different from the iPhone 8 from 2017. Another feature that a lot of people are going to enjoy is of course the return of Touch ID. This is fantastic, it works super snappy, and a lot of people loved Touch ID and the snappy reliability of it and the quick opening and locking of your iPhone when using it. So the Touch ID and the home button is fantastic. We've also got haptic feedback, so you can hear a little click as soon as I unlock the phone, which is brilliant. It's obviously not a physical home button, it's just a sensor with haptic feedback underneath it, so it mimics that of a home button, which is absolutely brilliant, just like the iPhone 8 in 2017. Moving on to the camera, which is another selling point of the iPhone SE, we've got a single rear camera and a single front facing camera. So the single rear camera is a 12 megapixel wide angle lens, which takes beautiful shots thanks to the hardware in this camera and also the help of the A13 Bionic chip, which is also in the iPhone SE of 2020, which allows you to capture really good memories. And it also comes with Apple's suite of portrait mode features, which work surprisingly well to blur out background when you're taking portrait shots of people. Of course, because it's only one single lens, you can't actually take portrait photos of pets and other small objects, but nonetheless I'm actually really impressed with the camera on the smartphone. I'll just display a couple of shots while I'm talking now, but some of them are really impressive on the iPhone SE, and it's a fantastic phone. really up there with the flagship iPhones. Apple aren't telling us actually whether this is the iPhone 8 camera system or whether it's the iPhone 11 camera system pulled down to the iPhone SE, or whether it's a combination of both to create the images that we get out of it. But the iPhone SE takes some absolutely fantastic images. We move on to the front facing camera now. That is a 7 megapixel shooter, which performs really well given a nice amount of light for things like FaceTime calls and the odd selfie when you're out and about. But when you bring it into lower light, it sort of starts to get a little bit grainy, but that is of course to be expected for a budget smartphone. Battery life on the iPhone SE is really reasonable. Apple are claiming 13 hours of battery life, but I can happily say that you can get a really good full day's worth of battery life out of the iPhone SE, no problem at all. That's thanks to its software optimization of course in iOS, and also the A13 Bionic chip, which is a lot better in optimizing battery performance as well. Not to mention that the iPhone SE has also got wireless charging, which is a fantastic feature to have in a budget smartphone because it's often something that gets left out to keep the price down, but it is included on the iPhone SE. And if you're like me and you're really into the wireless charging tech because it makes your life so much easier, then that is something you can really use in the iPhone SE. It's fantastic. Just laying your phone down, it charges, and it charges really fast as well, which is nice to see. And that's about it. That's the iPhone SE. It's the same Apple we all love and know, and it's Apple demonstrating the fact that they've streamlined their technology so well over the last couple of years that they can build an incredible budget smartphone for $399 or £419, starting with that 64GB variant. And it allows people to easily get into the Apple ecosystem with some pretty decent specifications, meaning that you'll get about 5 or 6 years worth of updates on the iPhone SE. Not to mention the fact that you've got that wireless charging and stuff like IP67 dust and water resistant thrown in, all for good measure. And that is simply because it's Apple. Apple can do it. And I think it's the only company on the planet that can create a smartphone at this price point with this decent specs, all for $399 and £419. It's a steal. What's not to love? It's perfect for the average user. And that's my summary. That's it. That is my first unboxing and review of the brand new iPhone SE. If you do have any questions, make sure you comment them down below, whether you're looking to upgrade from say the iPhone 7 or iPhone 8. Do comment them down below and let me know, and I'll get back to you with a response as soon as possible. If you've enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like, as it really does help out the channel. You guys, your support and your feedback is so important to me. We've just hit 100 subscribers, which I am hugely thankful for, so thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in. I'm going to do a giveaway at 200 subscribers, so make sure you do subscribe for a chance to get into that giveaway. Also make sure you follow me on my other social media, Instagram, Twitter. That's where I'm a lot more active, where things are breaking. I often retweet and tweet and put Instagram posts out, so make sure you follow me in those places. Thank you very much guys for watching. Stay amazing, stay healthy, stay safe, stay inside, and I'll see you in the next video.